Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is February the 2nd. We're going to be looking at our top prize picks of the day for you guys. We're going to break down some of the top ones that we're looking at. There's only three games today, so there's only going to be so many picks that we're going to be able to look at here today. But as normal, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button for more NBA FanDuel, DraftKings, and PrizePicks lineup advice video. If you guys are interested in any premium, we have that all in the comment section below for our email. Is down there as well. And if you guys want to check us out on our Twitter will be down there. Check us out, click that link, and give us a follow. If you guys have any questions about today's slate or anything about price picks, the best ones, or if you guys have some picks that you guys want me to check out, like I said, definitely message us. We'll get you guys all set up and help you out. All right, so we're gonna look at the fantasy score. I've been finding out for me personally, fantasy score is the best for me just because I've been playing DFS for 12 years, so I can relatively pick out what is and what is not good fantasy scores. So one that I want to check out right now is Eamon Thompson. If you guys have already watched our DFS videos of the day, you guys know I am all over Eamon Thompson. Indiana's defense is not great against point guards. That's the one spot that they do struggle against. Kevin Durant, as we know, is not there. The ball is going to be in Eamon Thompson hand even a little bit more here. So 41.5, I think, is pretty dang low. I know it's not the highest total out there. It's a 218 or 219, but like I said, I just feel like Eamon Thompson's going to get you about, I have him about 43, 44 fantasy points in this one. So I don't mind the 41.5 over. Then we got Alfred Sengun. He's kind of priced where he should be at the 46.5. Hasn't really been doing great, but it's a slightly easier matchup here against Indiana. But once again, it's a lower total, only a 218. So I would take Eamon Thompson, but Sengun definitely has the upside for sure. Another one that I want to look at here on this side, since there's only three games, is Andrew Nembhard. He has been hitting that four out of his last five. It's not the greatest matchup here against Houston, but like I said, without Kevin Durant, it's going to be make this game a little bit closer. Maybe they can hang in just enough, and Nembhard can help them out and bring them closer here. He had 48.9 against a really hard OKC defense, so we'll see. Nembhard's been playing a little bit better here. 31.5 is definitely doable, even in a tough matchup here for him. All right, next one to look at here is Tyrese Easton, 31.5. I think this is right where he should be. I think realistically he could go over this, but I don't know if I really want to touch this with 31.5. So if I had to lean, I would lean over, but it's gonna be a close one. But like I said, slight extra usage rate with no Kevin Durant. Um, I mentioned Jabari and Reed. I definitely mentioned Reed Shepard in my fantasy videos. Like I said, if he gets more than 20, 24, 25 minutes, he's in a good spot. Easier matchup here for Indiana against Indiana for him. I think you can take the over. His last five, obviously, has been horrendous for the over here. But like I said, Kevin Durant has not been out, and this is going to be the first game he's out. And obviously, PrizePicks thinks he's going to do good too. 26.5, that's pretty dang high. It really is for his average only being 19. So they're expecting something here as well from Reed. So keep that one in mind. Moving on to the next game, we have the Minnesota game in Memphis. If Randall does play in this one, 41.5, I feel like is a doable thing for him. Only thing worried about is the blowout, but if Jaren Jackson plays, makes this game a little bit closer. Speaking of Jaren Jackson Jr., if he plays, 35.5 is pretty low. I get it. Minnesota's not the worst team out there, defensively, but you got to remember, these guys are still down quite a bit of guys. Santo Aldama's going to be out again. 35.5, I feel like it's pretty dang low here in this one. I think it's a 227. It's one of the higher totals on the slate. So don't mind going the slide over there with Jaren Jackson. If for some reason Randall or Rudy's out and has Reed's in a good spot, but they will change that production if one of those guys is out. Same thing with Dante. Um, I think most of these guys are kind of priced where they should be for Memphis. If Jackson's out, you could look maybe over the over on Jock Landale. Cedric Coward, I was looking at the under on this one just because he's been so terrible. Not terrible, he's just been limited in his minutes. So, but I don't know. It could be one of those ones that he could go over. Ty Jerome, as I mentioned, I think this could be a popular 21.5 over. Even if he, like I said, once again, if he only plays 22, 23 minutes here, he only needs a fancy point per minute. Um, or 0.95, and I feel like he can definitely get that done. One guy I think is in a really good spot here for the over is Joel Embiid, 46.5. I told you guys he's one of my top plays on the slate. Clippers are not that great of a team on the defense for at the center position, so that's one spot they really do struggle. And Embiid's had a couple days off now. Um, the only thing I am worried about is a slight blowout, but on paper it's a 221.5 spread by the Clippers, so it's supposed to be close. So I'm all over the 46.5 over for him. Um, man, I like the over on Harden if Kawhi's out, but like I said, if he's out, they're going to switch it right away, so we won't be 43.5. John Collins at 25.5, even if Leonard plays, I think could be considered the over. Been playing a lot better recently, and his minutes have been there as well, so don't mind the over here against Philly. And the last one I want to look at here is Quentin Grimes. As I mentioned before, his minutes were not great last time, but we'll see what they do. They either ease him in here again and he only gets about 15, 16 minutes, or they play him 23, 25 minutes like they usually do, and he can produce for you. So it is a risky one, but on paper, this is an easy matchup for Quentin Grimes. The Clippers defense gives up 3.7 3-pointers to shooting guards per game. I just wish he would play a little bit of minutes here because, like I said, Paul George is out. Quentin Grimes usually plays more minutes. I know he's come back from a slight injury, but hopefully he can get his minutes here because if he does, that is a very easy over, and definitely worth a shot in some GPPs. All right, last thing I want to go look at here is points, rebounds, and assists. We're not going to get too into it here. Let's see, Eason, I don't mind, but actually, let's go look at the points, rebounds. This is where I was looking at people. I apologize. Um, So yeah, like over here, like I said, Eason's at 22. I think he can get the over here. Doesn't really assist a lot, more of a points and rebounds guy. And against Memphis and Dallas, he hit the over and then tied it against Philadelphia. Like I said, no Kevin Durant here. A slightly better matchup against Indiana, so I don't mind the 22 over for him. Um, Andrew Nembhard points and assists is, I think, what I like for him. Let me go see. Check out Nembhard real quick for you guys. So 23.5, that's really not that bad for him. A guy that's been hitting that. Like I said, I would rather take his fantasy points, but 23.5, I think he can definitely get it done. Kind of the same thing here with Eamon Thompson. Going to be a little bit more aggressive here on the offensive side of things here tonight. And, and if Sengun's open, he's going to be dishing to him. I think this is a good spot for, taking a couple of these guys as props here for sure in this one. So, that is mostly it. What we're looking at. This is pretty low too, but I would rather take his points rebounds. But that's what we're looking at here for PrizePicks. As well, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. And like I said, if you guys are interested in any of our premium, or if you have any questions, our email and our Twitter will be in the comment section below for you guys. So, if you guys found this video helpful and useful, like I said, leave a like. We appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button for more NBA PrizePicks, FanDuel, and DraftKings lineup advice videos. All right, we'll see you guys here in the next one.